There are moments in life that leave scars not on your skin, but on your soul, moments so sharp they brand themselves into your memory forever. For me, it was that morning, the morning I was supposed to say I do. The sun had barely risen, yet the light was already spilling through the window of my hotel suite, casting a soft glow on the navy blue tuxedo hanging neatly on the hook. It shimmered just slightly in the morning sun, untouched, waiting for a man who no longer existed the way he did the night before. My best man, Drew, was in the bathroom, fixing his tie, humming something under his breath when my phone buzzed. On the nightstand, a message from my cousin, no context, just 6 words. Thought you should see this. Attached was a video clip, no caption, no warning. I assumed it was a behind-the-scenes moment from the venue, maybe a quick laugh or some early prep footage. Instead, it changed everything. The video was shaky, filmed from behind a bush or a column, like someone knew they weren't supposed to be recording. The backdrop was instantly familiar, the back garden of the resort, the same place where Emma and I were set to exchange vows in just a few hours. And then I saw her. Emma. She was in her white rehearsal robe, her hair pinned up elegantly, laughing, looking radiant like a dream about to come true. And then another figure entered the frame. A man, tall, mid-30s, casual. I didn't recognize him. He stepped closer. She didn't step back. She smiled. Then they kissed. Not an innocent brush of lips, not a clumsy mistake or an accident of poor timing. It was slow, intimate, familiar. A kiss that only exists between people who've done it before and know they will again. My phone slipped from my hand and hit the carpet. I stared at it, hoping I had misinterpreted something, anything. Maybe it was an old video. Maybe it was edited. Maybe it was a joke, some cruel prank. But the robe, the garden, the light. I knew that video was from this morning, hours before she was supposed to walk toward me and vow forever. Drew stepped out of the bathroom, adjusting his tie. Everything good? He asked casually. I didn't answer. I couldn't. My throat was tight, lungs shrinking. I bent down, picked up the phone, and showed him the clip. He watched it once, then again. Silence. His face paled. You sure you still want to go through with this? I don't know yet. Emma and I had been together for years. We'd survived long distance when I moved for work. We'd held each other through the grief of lost loved ones, through job losses and late-night arguments and small miracles. She was my home, the one person I thought would never betray me. But there she was, hours before our wedding, kissing another man like she had nothing to lose. I sat on the edge of the bed, my tux staring back at me from its hanger like some cruel joke. I didn't cry, not yet. I was too frozen to feel anything beyond the collapse happening inside me. Time passed in slow motion. My mind couldn't stop playing the video over and over again. Emma's gentle laugh, the way she leaned into him, the way her hand settled on his chest like it had done so many times with me. Finally, I stood up, legs unsteady. I grabbed the tuxedo off the hook. It felt meaningless now, just fabric, a costume for a celebration that no longer made sense. Drew placed a firm hand on my shoulder. You don't have to do this, man. Walk away. Save yourself the pain. I know, I whispered. But I need to see her first. I need to look her in the eye and see if she'll lie to me face to face. By the time I reached her suite, I was running on autopilot. I knocked. One of her bridesmaids opened the door, startled to see me. Can I talk to Emma? I asked, keeping my voice calm. To calm. Emma appeared a moment later, radiant, glowing, still dressed in white, the vision of a bride. Her face lit up when she saw me. Babe, what are you doing? You're not supposed to see me before. I held up the phone and cut her off. Her smile faltered. What's that? You tell me. I hit play, watched her eyes as the footage ran, watched her break. She didn't deny it. Her lips parted, her shoulders slumped. James, I said quietly. Who is he? And no one, she stammered. It was stupid. It didn't mean anything. I got nervous. I panicked. It was a mistake. No, I said, firm. A mistake is forgetting the rings. A mistake is tripping down the aisle. This was a decision. This was premeditated. She looked like she might cry. I didn't care. You kissed him this morning, Emma. This morning. while I was upstairs getting ready to marry you. Do you understand what that means? I do. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just got scared. I thought maybe I needed one last. There's no such thing as one last when you love someone. I cut her off. You don't test other options when you're about to promise your whole life to someone else. She reached out. Please, James, I messed up, but we can fix this. We love each other. No, I said as I stepped back. I loved you. You loved the idea of me. You loved being loved. But that's not the same. I turned before she could see the cracks in my voice, because I was breaking. Downstairs, the chapel was already full. Music played softly. Guests were smiling, waiting. My parents sat proudly near the front, their faces glowing with joy. Unaware that everything had already collapsed, I stood in the doorway for a moment, letting the weight of it settle. Then I walked down the aisle, not to meet my bride, but to reach the microphone. Everyone turned to me, expecting the ceremony to begin. I took a breath. Thank you all for being here, I began, my voice calm, almost detached. This was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, and maybe it still is, but for reasons I never imagined. Confused murmurs rippled through the room. Emma's mother looked pale. There won't be a wedding today, I said clearly. Not because of cold feet or last-minute nerves, but because this morning Emma kissed another man. Gasps echoed. Someone dropped something. The room shifted. I could feel it, an entire crowd absorbing a truth they never saw coming. I saw it with my own eyes. I showed her the video. She admitted it, and I'm not telling you this to shame her. I'm telling you because too often we hide from pain. We fake happiness for the sake of appearances. I'm not doing that. I let the silence stretch. I deserve better, and so does everyone here who has ever stayed silent when their heart was screaming. She made her choice. Now I've made mine. I stepped down from the platform and walked out, not just from the chapel, but from the life I thought I was about to start. Outside, the sun was still shining. The days that followed were a blur of messages, calls, long apologies from people who meant well, and from Emma. She said she didn't know why she did it. She said she still loved me. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. It didn't matter. The pain didn't vanish. But something else slowly took its place: clarity. A strange peace that comes when you choose yourself. I didn't get the wedding I planned, but I got something better, the truth. And in that truth, I began again. Not with someone new, not yet, but with myself. And maybe, just maybe, that's the beginning of the kind of love that never betrays you.